Acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis is a reversible acute inflammation of the exocrine pancreas due to pancreatic parenchymal injury. Etiology of acute pancreatitis. The important risk factors are chronic alcoholism and gallstones, which account for 80%. This chronic alcoholism leads to polymorphism in UDP glucuronide transferase enzyme, which has increased risk for development of acute pancreatitis. It is more commonly seen in males. The other causes include non-gallstone related obstructions of the pancreatic ducts like pancreatic carcinoma, periampullary neoplasms, and parasites like Ascaris and Clonarchus sinensis. Drugs and toxins. Drugs like furosemide, which is a diuretic, and azathioprine, immunosuppressant, and toxins like insecticides, methanol, and organophosphates. Vascular causes include shock, atheroembolism, thrombosis and embolism, and vasculitis. Coming to the genetic factors, mutation in cationic trypsinogen PRSS1 gene, PRES1 gene, which is the most common genetic defect, and this results in resistance to trypsin hydrolysis. The next is mutation in pancreatic trypsin inhibitor gene, which is PINK1 gene, due to which there is inappropriate activation of trypsin, leading to inappropriate activation of other digestive proenzymes, leading to pancreatitis. And the other gene mutation is mutation in CFTR gene, cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator gene. So these are the three genetic factors responsible for acute pancreatitis. Coming to the morphology, pancreatitis can be of three types: interstitial or edematous, necrotizing, and hemorrhagic. First, acute interstitial or edematous pancreatitis. This is a mild form of acute pancreatitis and it is reversible. Microscopically, there is interstitial edema, mild polymorphonuclear leukocyte infiltration, and there is no necrosis or hemorrhage seen. Next is acute necrotizing pancreatitis. Grossly, it affects both pancreas and extrapancreatic lesions. In pancreas, they appear enlarged, swollen, and they consist of red-black areas of hemorrhage with foci of white, yellow, chalky fat necrosis. So there is fat necrosis seen. Next, the fatty acids along with calcium form insoluble salts, that is the calcium soaps. This process is called saponification. Coming to the extrapancreatic lesions, there can be foci of fat necrosis in extrapancreatic fat like in omentum and mesentery. Peripancreatic tissue or peritoneal cavity contains a serous, slightly turbid, brown tinged fluid which may show necrotic fat globules, and this necrotic tissue is putty-like, which is similar to canned dog food. Microscopy of acute necrotizing pancreatitis. There is edema of interstitial tissue, acute inflammation, enzymatic fat necrosis using granular blue with ghost outlines of necrotic cells, and there is destruction of pancreatic parenchyma due to proteolytic digestion. There is destruction of blood vessels due to activated elastase, leading to interstitial hemorrhage. And the next is acute hemorrhagic pancreatitis, which is seen usually in the middle age. Peak incidence is around 60 years, and this has high morbidity as well as mortality. Gross of acute hemorrhagic pancreatitis, there is extensive necrosis. Hemorrhage and fat necrosis are present within the pancreatic parenchyma. Severe cases, the pancreas are converted to large retroperitoneal hematoma. Coming to the pathogenesis of acute pancreatitis, there can be three initiating factors. One is obstruction of pancreatic duct, second is injury to acinar cell, and the third is defective intracellular transport. Obstruction of the pancreatic duct can be either due to tumor, cholelithiasis, and chronic alcoholism. Injury to acinar cells can be due to alcohol, drugs, ischemia, virus, and trauma. And defective intracellular transport could be due to alcohol and pancreatic duct obstruction. So all these three initiating factors lead to acinar cell injury, due to which the proenzymes are converted to activated enzymes. And the most important proenzyme converting into activated enzyme is trypsinogen, which gets converted to trypsin. This is the one responsible for activation of other enzymes. So these activated enzymes cause proteolysis, which is caused by protease. Fat necrosis is caused by lipase and phospholipase, and hemorrhage is caused by elastase by acting on the blood vessel wall. So there is proteolysis because of protease, fat necrosis due to activation of lipase and phospholipase, and hemorrhage due to elastase. All these three together lead to acute pancreatitis. This is the pathogenesis of acute pancreatitis. Clinical features of acute pancreatitis. The important feature is abdominal pain, which is constant and intense, and the pain is referred to the upper back. And this abdominal pain can range from mild pain to severe pain. Other symptoms include anorexia, nausea, and vomiting. These are the clinical features for acute pancreatitis. Next is the lab findings in case of acute pancreatitis. There is leukocytosis, which is seen in moderate to severe cases of acute pancreatitis, and the serum amylase levels are elevated in the first 24 hours. So amylase is elevated in first 24 hours, and the serum lipase is elevated within 72 to 96 hours. Amylase in first 24 hours, lipase in 72 to 96 hours. There can be glycosuria in 10% of the cases, and hypocalcemia can be seen due to precipitation of calcium soaps in the necrotic fat, and direct visualization of pancreas by radiography. These are all the lab findings. Finally, the complications of acute pancreatitis. There could be either local complications or systemic complications. The local complications include formation of sterile pancreatic abscess, pancreatic pseudocyst, and infection by gram-negative organisms from the gastrointestinal tract. Next, the systemic complications. The systemic complications include shock with acute renal tubular necrosis during the first week, acute respiratory distress syndrome, acute renal failure, hemolysis, disseminated intravascular coagulation, and diffuse fat necrosis. These are all the complications of acute pancreatitis. And this is all about the acute pancreatitis. Thank you.